Sometime in my career, when I was still a young marketing and business guy growing up, I was confronted with a situation that I want to share with you guys. This situation taught me the lesson of my life. What happened is that one potential client called me for my services, and so he told me that he was referred to by an elderly person. Of course, I knew the person. So he asked me to come and meet him in his house. As a young person that time, I was like, why should I go and meet him in his house? But another intuition said, you should go. So I went. And I went to his house. In fact, he lived in a very decent house. You know, the kind of house that when you enter, you know that no, there's something happening, that this man has some value. So when I went, as he directed, the security man took me to his parlor. When I went to his parlor, you know, at that time too, I was having some little financial challenges. So I saw it as an opportunity to make some fast cash, especially as the person that he told me referred me to him was somebody who was like a big person to me, that he respects me and he likes my work. So when I arrived, I greeted him and he asked me to sit, and he said, feel at home. I was so boiling, I wanted us to talk, okay? So this man was watching the TV, he was watching one American channel, and he asked me a question about the news he was watching. And so, thank God, as a journalist, I always listen and watch news. So I was attentive too, so I could say one or two things. And then I was, you know, as an elderly person, we grew up in an environment where they tell you that you should not talk to elder people anyhow. They are the ones to talk for you. And so I was waiting for you to open the chapter. The reason why I'm there, why did you call me? So, you know, I just was respecting myself. And then after some time, this man looked at me and he said, have you eaten? I'm a fast thinker. I thought between saying no and yes, and I said no. He said, my wife has already gone out, but the kids too are in school, but there is some stew in the fridge. Let's go and make some yam. And I, deep in my mind, I was like, look, Oga, this is not why I came here. I came here for something else. I came here for business, man. So let's get business done. So I followed. You know, I respect elders. I think if he was a younger person, a much younger person than me, no, I will not do that now. So, but you will understand why I'm telling you this story at the end of this presentation. So we entered the kitchen and he took yam. He was struggling. He said, we should do it. And he said I should clean the yam, and me too, not being a very good cook. We struggled and we did something, and we removed the stew from the fridge. A long story short, we cooked and we ate. And this guy, while we're eating, he told me that, listen, I want someone to work with me, and I've spoken to Mr. Hillary, and Mr. Hillary told me you're the perfect match, and so I'll be glad that we work. I'm glad that you have spent time with me at home, and can we see again tomorrow? So the next day, I went to his house again. We met, we discussed, and we concluded the deal and ended up working. A lot of business service providers fail to understand that sometimes your clients don't need the professional, but the human being in you. There are some clients who are not looking for your capability. It's true, your capability attracted them to you, but what they are actually looking for is the person. I always tell people, I said, the person to me is more important than the professional, because if you have the personality, What actually happened is that this man wanted to see who I am. If I went on that day and was just like boiling, I want to do this to business, and I start having some, like they say in French, préjugés. Somebody will call you and say, come to my house, and you start having some préjugés in your head, some pre-thoughts in your head. I could have missed that business opportunity. But thank God, I could express patience. I could enter into his world. And when I did that, let me tell you, he could understand the person I am, the person he is going to relate with. Most clients are looking for relation. They're not looking for your services alone. And what will make you stand out is how you can relate with your client before, take this into consideration, before you get the market, before you get the job, before he patronizes you. Sometimes some salespeople are too impatient. They just want to say, I don't have time, I'm in a hurry, I have to make. You feel that. There are some people who buy you first before they buy your product. You can enter a shop, somebody who may bring a subject that has nothing to do with what you're selling, and you may say, how does it concern me? It concerns you. Because from there, that man can connect easily with you. And when he connects easily with you, he can do business with you. That's exactly what this man wanted. And when we could connect, I ate with him, went into his kitchen, and we could connect. Mind you, it was a real deal. It was a real deal. So take that into consideration. Learn to connect with your customers even before they buy your product.